go to the same combinations, quite repetitively. Whereas Crawford is unpredictable, and despite him not having the size, it's the shots that you don't see that hurt.
Know right there that I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to his legacy.
Álvarez, that's just being honest. And I think what he has done in his career, he's proven it.
Canelo, he likes to go to the same combinations, quite repetitively. Whereas Crawford is unpredictable, and despite him not having the size, it's the shots that you don't see that hurt the most. And
Terence Crawford gave a brutal warning to Canelo Álvarez after their fight agreement, making it clear that he was coming to shake up the boxing world. "I'm a threat to him and his reputation," Crawford claimed with confidence that he was already a dominant force in multiple weight classes. Crawford thinks his speed, technique, and ring IQ will expose Canelo. He's not just here to fight, he's here to redefine greatness at Canelo's expense.
Why he don't want to take a fight with me? If it's all about business, then you doing good business. If I'm easy work, I heard him say I'm easy work. If I was easy work, well, you would take all that money that he's offering me. But yet still, he want $200 million for Benavidez, and he want $150 million to fight me. So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to his legacy, because it would be crazy for a guy that started at 135 to come all the way up to 168. Your weight, no catch weight, no none of that, and dethrone you. So, he got that in the back of his head. This guy, for one, he's tough. For two, he's a boxer. He moves, he can punch, he can do it all. I can't slip up and lose to this little guy. Then what will my fans think of me? What will my Mexican people think of me?
Proy says an interesting clash of style. Canelo Álvarez relies on strong repetitive combinations and elite counterpunching, making him a dangerous opponent. Terence Crawford, known for his unpredictability and sharp timing, could find gaps if he times Canelo well. However, Crawford must prove he has the power to earn Canelo's respect. Otherwise, the fight could be difficult. Pros think Canelo's strength and experience at higher weight classes give him an edge, but Crawford's technical brilliance and adaptability could help him outscore his opponent in this stylistic fight. This stylistic fight is a must-watch event.
Crawford can hit him with some unexpected shit, and because of the repetitiveness of Canelo, maybe he can time him, maybe he can counter-punch with him, because Crawford is unbelievable at that. But I'm fascinated to see if Crawford has the power to get the respect of Canelo Álvarez, because when you don't, it's a long night. It's not a nice time. Like, Crawford did well against Madrimov, and he won that fight for me quite clearly. But Madrimov was countering it. If you can counter the counter-puncher, you can give them a lot of problems when they're not used to that. And Canelo can counter people really well. And as great as Terence Crawford is, we've never seen him in there with someone with the power of Canelo Álvarez. This is a different world of power. And look, maybe Canelo doesn't throw as many shots as he used to, and maybe Crawford might look at that and go, you know what, I'm going to try and outpoint this guy, not get into a war with him, but just show my boxing, genius and outpoint him and outland him. That's possible. It is. This is why this is such a fascinating matchup, man. We've been treated to some amazing fights. Usyk Fury, for example, this is another one of those mega fights on Riyadh.
Eddie Hearn admits that Canelo Álvarez has already proven himself in boxing and doesn't need to justify a fight with Jake Paul. He highlights that Canelo is now more of a businessman and is taking the fight because of the massive payday, possibly $100 million or more, rather than for legacy competition.
And that's just being honest. And I think what he has done in his career, he's proven it. Right? His resume is unbelievable. And if you want to make tons of millions to fight Jake Paul, right? But the thing is about Canelo, you don't tell him he lies. He's very transparent, right? He's not going to try and justify this fight to you that, no, what I'm doing it to bring boxing to a wider audience. No, he's doing it for a sackload of money. So whenever you come to Canelo Álvarez, his question is, how much? And if he's a businessman, he's saying free, right? And at the end of the day, someone is offering whatever it is, 80, 100, 120, to fight Jake Paul. A fight in which there is absolute no risk. And by the way, you can't criticise Jake Paul, because the criticism for Jake Paul has always been, when are you going to fight someone decent? Well, guess what? You might fight Canelo Álvarez. I don't hate him. I'll be watching. Yeah, maybe. Might be last fight.
Heinz Jake Paul is saying he has been criticized for not fighting top opponents, but now he might fight Canelo. However, he admits Jake has no real chance, calling Canelo a dangerous fighter. He thinks Jake will lose badly, but still earn a huge amount of money stage.
Obviously, no one's surprised that a fight like that is getting made, and I know you've gone out and said you do respect Jake Paul for getting in there. Canelo's a totally different beast to, definitely out of his prime Mike Tyson. Just talk about how much respect you would have for Jake for taking that fight.
You respect because of the money. I mean, he's not doing it for free. He's not doing it because he wants to prove himself as a great fighter. He's doing it for 100 mil as well, or whatever he's getting.
It's a very, very scary match.
Dangerous, and he's going to get spanked.
How many rounds?
However many Canelo wants it to be. I mean, the only thing is, Jake's going to be a lot heavier and bigger. But you're not. Listen, no disrespect to Jake's ability as a fighter. He's fighting Canelo Álvarez, who is one of the top fighters in the world. So, he's going to get spanked, but he's going to make a lot of money whilst receiving the spank.
Just one day ago, renowned boxing promoter Eddie Hearn revealed that a fight between Jake Paul and Canelo Álvarez was in serious discussion. Hearn made it clear that Canelo is always ready to fight if the right financial offer is made, saying give Canelo the money, and he will fight anyone without caring if it is Turkey Elik or anyone offering the fight. This statement makes it obvious that Canelo was open to facing Jake Paul. Even the business side of things made sense. Money has always been a driving factor in boxing, and Canelo, like any top fighter, is willing to take on big fights that promise massive paydays.
Nothing really. I mean, it was all very sudden, wasn't it? Is it in relation to the Jake Paul fight? I don't know. I mean, look, Canelo, I'd say, look, Canelo don't care. Right? Give him the money and he's going to fight. He doesn't really have, and this isn't a negative towards him, because he makes it clear he has no loyalty to anyone. Right? None to me, none to PBC, none to Turkey Al-Sheikh. Pay me the money, I will fight whoever you want me to fight. That's basically it. So, I guess the talk was a Crawford fight. Now it looks like the Jake Paul fight is done, by all accounts. So, does that make the Crawford fight less appealing? Because he's kind of moving into that world now. And I don't blame him, because he's going to make an absolute fortune to punch Jake Paul. And I don't mind the fight, I've got to be honest with you. I've given Jake the stick over the years because he's done some things that I didn't like, and I'm just being honest. But you have to respect him for taking the Canelo fight. He's doing that because there's a huge amount of money on the table. But I don't know seeing it. So yeah, I don't know. I've no idea whether it's in relation to that or whatever. I've not had one conversation with it, but certainly, Canelo moving into that world, if you like, changes things perhaps in terms of...
Initially, Canelo Álvarez was considering against Jake Paul in May alongside discussions for a possible fight with Terence Crawford. However, Turkey Elik, chairman of Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority, was reportedly displeased with the idea of Canelo facing Paul. Consequently, the Canelo versus Jake Paul fight was cancelled, and now Canelo is set to fight Terence Crawford in September.
We decided to pull the plug on the Canelo-Terence Crawford fight September 13th at Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas Raiders Stadium in Las Vegas, due to the fact that Canelo Álvarez was trying to do a side deal outside of his 3-fight deal with Turkey Al-Sheikh and Riyadh season to fight YouTube sensation turned professional boxer Jake Paul May 3rd. Turkey Al-Sheikh wasn't happy. And so with that said, instead of getting the 2 Hall of Fame iconic fighters, first battle Hall of Famers, in Terence Crawford and Canelo Álvarez in September, Turkey Al-Sheikh decided, I'll find a new super fight for Terence Crawford, and we'll take the deal off the table for Canelo Álvarez. Canelo Álvarez then decides, nope, he and his team pick up the phone. They have a conversation with Turkey Al-Sheikh, and Turkey Al-Sheikh and Canelo come to a 4-fight deal that's going to cancel the Jake Paul fight May 3rd, Las Vegas at the T-Mobile. And is now going to see Canelo Álvarez possibly face William Skull, the IBF undefeated Puerto Rican champion at 168, May in Riyadh.
Boxing trainer Greg Hackett weighed in on the rumored matchup between Jake Paul and Canelo Álvarez. He clarified that the proposed fight wasn't merely a rumor, stating that Canelo cannot fight Crawford. Hackett's view shed light on the complexities and negotiations behind high-profile boxing matches.
This is something that we've known for a long. I'm going to say we've known for about 3 to 4 weeks.
That's not gonna be a real fight. So that means Bud ain't happening.
No. They talking about Bud in September. Canelo, Jake Paul in there.
If he fight Jake Paul, he ain't gonna fight. Because he will tell you why. He gotta go up for Jake Paul. He gotta go up.
Yeah.
Jake Paul not coming under 200 pounds. You understand? Canelo gonna do the same thing Roy did to his fight. He'll go up, bring it back down, 68, fuck him. He's going to do the same thing Roy did.
Jake Paul took to Twitter to express his frustration over Canelo Álvarez's choice to back out of their anticipated fight. He tweeted, "Breaking news, Canelo Álvarez ducked me. Jake Paul is now an owned slave with no regard for the pride of the Mexican people who back him on us soil. It's not surprising. When his whole career he has done nothing for the sport of boxing outside the gym. I'm the new face of fighting. You cannot have the biggest fight of 2025 without my name involved. When all of your events tank can lose money, you will all understand who the king of the sport is. 28 years old, the biggest fight in boxing history. My own boss has not owned me for 5 years, and all of you felines want to see me fail, but God has other plans. It's the year of Goose, the era of the elephant, and the era of MVP." Following the cancellation of the fight with Jake Paul, Canelo Álvarez has signed a 4-fight deal with Turkey Alec. This agreement marks a major shift in Canelo's career trajectory, aligning him with new promotional partners and opening avenues for high-profile matches.
All right, let's do this. Canelo versus Crawford, confirmed. Not a rumor, not speculation, not he said, she said, or someone leaking a story. Confirmed. And I guess the confirmation doesn't get much more rock solid than the Ring magazine putting this story out first. Ring magazine, obviously owned by Turkey. Turkey would have been the one to put this deal together, and Turkey would have had to give it the green light for the Ring magazine to even put that story out. That's as confirmation as you need it. That's it. The fight all happened in September. Touch wood, no injuries. Wow. Easily the biggest fight of 2025. I said a few days ago, Benavidez Morale was my most intriguing fight of 2025. Obviously, that's now been put down to second place because this has been announced. Nothing can be announced to top